Aha,
Here.
we're live.
You guys see it?
Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm able to see that. What is that?
That's where I live at.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You waited till I was live to show that?
So?
See, you can tell that there's a Topeka Capitol right there. So.
Oh Lord.
So
Oh,
we're live. So how is everybody?
Burnside, introduce. Jesus.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing so hard. So I was like, I waited to drop that then. Oh God damn it.
He's looking for a girlfriend. What do you expect? The only way they're going to know how to find him is where he lives.
Yep.
Oh,
yep. Yep. This is where I live at. So bam, there's a number. Give me a call. Just say, hey, Vela sent me. Okay. All right.
You're killing me. Jesus Christ.
Oh, good God.
All right. Oh, all right. Well, that started off about as abrasive as porcupines through a blender or something. Got off like stainless steel into a wood chipper. Holy crap.
No, I missed Geeky Sparkers and Camp Clownfish. My one and only chance. And I fucked it up.
Don't worry, it happens.
It's okay. I'm going to get a one-on-one interview with them.
Well, there you go.
Now, I'd rather do it in a group instead of individual.
No, I'm doing it with them both at the same time, but just me interviewing them.
Oh. Are you doing that again?
I consider an interview to be a one-on-one thing, not when it's a group full of people.
Dope. Okay. Yeah, that's why I can't. Oh, hold on. I mean, that's why I showed up early. I said, oh, because I thought they was going to be here. So, no, that was yesterday. Damn it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man, I'm
slow. Because the timing of the message kind of threw me off. So,
well, greetings to Lawrence and Revenant. Good to see you guys here. I hope some of the other guys drop by because I've been an announcement in the infinite Keck wisdom that the fan base has. They have actually gotten up off the ground a functioning Risk game that we started playing about 30-40 minutes ago, and it's going pretty good so far.
Oh, very cool.
And if this continues to flourish, we're going to make a whole bunch more games like this, because this is, like, the one thing I was afraid is if we were going to do something like this, that we're going to have to actually somehow, like, start doing a whole bunch of code and crazy stuff. But Lawrence House and the guys were just like, screw this. You know what? We got a couple bots. We got a server open. We got this. We got that. Here, we'll just set a couple of these things together, and then, bam. We're running smoothly.
Oh, very cool.
Baby, I showed in every server you were in that had a showroom.
Awesome. Thank you.
And even a couple that didn't.
The cool thing is, this is actually pretty neat as far as I know. Most people are used to like all the high def shit and crap, but for just a simple Discord game, this actually works pretty good. Because normally, whenever people make like Discord games, it's just like the regular shit where you're just like sitting there playing cards like blackjack or something like that. Now we got troop movements and everything, and Lawrence constantly updates the map. I don't know if he's using a generator or if he's just going in and then just coloring the lines and then swapping it back up through Photoshop or something. But it's consistent. And we've got a handful of factions we have, because this is going off of what they decided to start off with is they, apparently in the time before Lawrence and House got in contact with us, they had like their own mythos that they were working on just based off of the few chronicles that we put up on YouTube and BitChute. So they have the Geist Royal Military as a faction, the Ram Ranch Military as a faction, the Floridian Armed Forces as a faction, the Burnside Coalition Forces as a faction, Scooby's Military as a faction, the Hero Hold Military as a faction, and the Fascist NRK Forces as a faction. So, lucky you, Scoob. You currently have your own private military.
Sounds like Sarah has her own private military too, with
Awesome.
Floridian military.
Oh yeah, she's completely overthrown Florida.
And you know what it
I already
is? They
told you when the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm becoming the water baroness.
Yeah.
The
Seriously.
water baroness.
Yeah, you're
Have
gonna
you
see
ever
people.
seen Into the Badlands?
Yeah, there's gonna be people like, bro, they're gonna be armed to the fucking teeth, and they're gonna be in like flotillas of fan boats. Seriously. they're
Well,
gonna have attack gators and shit.
Oh, they've got.
I
They
know.
got
No.
Burnside, no,
We're gonna
no,
have
we're
riverboats
gonna have guard
by
gators.
gators.
No, it's guard gators instead of guard dogs. Burnside, do you remember that Miley Cyrus movie I showed you where there was that attack, that guard gator?
Yeah. And Lawrence tells me that all of those factions I just mentioned those are all actually part of the original lore they came up with. So
Awesome.
all of this is legit canon. That's cool as hell. And we go in depth to how the forces are actually split up. Like, let's see here. Like, the funny thing about the Floridian armed forces, you've got militia forces, cavalry forces, grenadiers, artillery, and your specialty seems to be Maxim guns. If you're familiar with those are the British machine guns from World
Lawrence,
War II.
we need to make naval troops because we have water all over Florida.
Oh, you've got U-boats, destroyers. I think those
I guess
CIS are those.
the U-boats are the fan boats because they move the fastest.
I think the CISs are the famous. I'm not sure.
You heard it here first, folks.
And the battleships would have to be bass boats.
Bass boats. You've also got fighter and bombers too, so you've actually got a Air Force to boot, which is awesome.
So does that mean
But I'm talking the water movements because I'm telling you, zombie apocalypse happens. You guys are gonna want fresh, clean water because everything else is gonna fucking dry up, including the Great Lakes. And Florida's gonna be the only
Great
place.
Lakes dry up.
So, I got a question. Are the aircraft carriers going to be double wides?
No, single wides.
Awesome.
That way I have more of them.
Oh, that's great.
The one fun thing is, Scoop, here's how your forces go. You've got militia.
Everyone has a Glock. Everyone has a 9mm, and Lawrence knows. Everyone has a 9. Well, actually, he's too young. But yeah, everyone has a 9, and they all keep it like right behind their belt buckle. That's the official holster of the New York Army. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
That's fucking hysterical.
You got to watch that movie Who's the Man from the 90s to understand.
You've got a militia. You have an ungodly amount of artillery, and you have your special forces are known as elite Scoobs.
Awesome. The elite Scoobs. That's great. They all get an American flag hat, an American flag mask, and a bullhorn.
The Scoobers.
There you go.
The Scooberts. I like that.
Oh, wait. How about this? The Scoobalicious Knights.
Scoopalicious Knights. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. You know you like it.
Oh my god. All right. Let me see here. All right. So here's. Let's see. Going through the maps here real quick to make sure that I'm going through the right ones here.
So what's the topic?
Well,
We're
right now it's the retarded.
He's getting his nerd on.
oh, I'm absolutely getting my nerd on. We're
Yeah.
talking about this risk game the kids just invented, and the Mueller report, Meltdown, and other related events because it's absolutely hysterical that this report came out, and on top of it, there's everyone's like doing little reports upon the report, and then after everyone started sifting through it, they're like, yeah, a good portion of this is mostly bullshit. So a lot of people started psychotically melting down from it, and then there's been a whole range of other psychotic goodies that are going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to have to get these all in order here real quick. Just that. Just that. There's because this is all through the whole game's run through Discord, so I've got to make sure I get all of these maps in order when I show them off. That's the last one. So here's basically how the battles go. Screen share.
Can't hear anything. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm trying to make sure I got all of these ones. Let's see, map. Is it map or is it lore? I'm looking
Well,
at
by this point, the audience is napping. Seriously, at least oh fuck, I don't know. You have the thing ready to screen share?
I actually grabbed the wrong maps. It's just correcting me. Oh god, I horribly screwed that up. Okay, let me close
done
down
goofed.
all of those. Good god, alright. Sorry about that, Lawrence. I was going through the other one that we had for the game, not the regular server. Christ. God, I am dumb as a box of rocks. Okay.
Yeah. I say nothing. I was trying to do the whole fireside chat thing here, but too fucking hot.
And we can't see you.
I'm right here.
Well, I'm not
It's
looking at the hangout.
Well, I'm saying if Burnside would turn on his camera, the light that is thrown from his whiteness literally is like a fucking seriously, it's like one of those halogen bulbs out in front of a funeral home.
Oh my god, that's fun.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding. Watch.
Alright. And boom.
Right?
It's hysterical how that works.
Yeah, I literally, I like put my camera on him. You know what I'm saying? I like highlight his avatar. That way, when he turns his camera on, I get like extra light. Seriously, it works like a charm. See, now
Actually,
you can't
it's
even
error.
you barely see the fire now because of the shining whiteness here.
Alright, so now that I got the correct maps and I'm not horribly screwing this up, here's basically how things went in the mythos that the guys made. Alright. First, we start off here in the earlier. Now, basically all this brownish red that you've got here this is Geist's territory. And basically Geist was an a-hole. Long story short, guy got too deep into the anime, and then after that, what everyone else tells me, he basically started a whole bunch of social shifts and pissed a bunch of people off. So as you can see, these few factions here started splintering off and decided that they're going to be Geist. Then you have what's known as here as the Advanced Era, when several pushes against Geist forces started made. That's to track of it. That's what's called. After this one is the Dark Era, when Geist actually starts to push back and squashes several forces. Like I believe this one over here is supposed to be, for those who are familiar with Command and Conquer, they had a guy who was actually in a Brotherhood of Nod server. So they put him as a temporary faction that crushed horribly. Might have been him over here. It was one of the two of these. Either this purple one over here next to Michigan and Canada, and this one over here. And then after the Dark Era, we have the Turning of the Tide, which is this one. which as you can see here, boom, they expand out this way. Burnside over here in the center gets expanded. Zorboy, Kekistan, New Kekistan. Terra over here in Florida, Scooby-Doo over here in New York. Everyone starts gradually pushing back against Geist, gradually taking everything back. And then, boom! The tide is officially turned with the Roja era, which was one of their other guys that they previously had as a leader, who wound up pretty much unifying everyone and kicking Geist out for being Jagoff, lack of a better term. And then, boom, the Weekend era, when Roja started to really put the screws on Geist and tell him, you know what, we don't like how you're running the servers, we don't like how you're doing this stuff, we're going to get rid of you guys, your time has come. And from that, we have, boom, the NRK and T-shirt Empire era. This is basically two sets of ruling factions that kind of merged, for lack of a better term, or made a treaty after they got rid of Geist. One which literally was like, the NRK was basically kind of like a quasi type of like Soviet fascist type of empire, and the T-shirt was just literally somebody who decided, all right, well, you know, I'm going to go complete capitalist here and to sell a whole bunch of T-shirts to fund the overthrow of Geist, and oh, it worked. Awesome. Oh, he was scamming people with T-shirts. That's what it was. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for the correction. So yeah, they called the other guy the T-shirt empire because he's literally running a Ponzi scheme with T-shirts. Okay, that's what it was. Thanks for the correction. That's actually funny. So instead of running whiskey and bourbon and stuff like that, like most people, the guy's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna run T-shirts. T-shirts. Then after that, we come into the holy shit. We've got too many goddamn T-shirts. As you can see here, this dark green area here, yeah, that's the T-shirt Lord's Empire just pushing back. As he said, you know what? I'm gonna do better than Geist. I'm gonna take everybody out. So then, holy crap. All of that started kicking into here, which is the pushback, which is the Rizzo era. Yes, is that? Oh no, whoops, I missed that. It's the battle against Google Plus and the NRK. Okay, so I was one map behind there. Sorry about that. So basically, the T-shirt Lord decided he's going to team up with Google Plus in order to go and sell more T-shirts, and that pissed off a lot of people. And then, bam, they just rallied against him. Kicked his ass all the way over to here, and then after that happened, then we have the Rizzo era, which is where we are just about presently at right now, which is a good portion of all this nice green-centered area being under Bobby Rizzo's control. And Scuba here, Terra, there's you, there's Zoroboy, and these guys are got. Oh, funny. Apparently, this little section over here is AP. That's funny. It's like they're going to include him just, you know what? We need someone else other than Geist to kick around, so here's AP.
There you go.
Lawrence, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm reading that correctly. Hopefully. But that's funny. Yeah, they're like, yeah, we need a new bad guy. We're going to pick him. And over here is our buddy Imperium, and then over here is that dark green there is. Check your dark green is the Villains Imperium. All right, and then the next one we have here is I did get that correct. All right, this one here is the Rise of AP, where he starts a revolt against the rest of us and Bobby Rizzo, and decides he's going to start replacing Geist as the main supervillain because we all know what he's done. We don't know how much of a dick he can be, so there we go. They're getting in trouble. Oh, the dark green is supposed to be Geist's new Wikipedia. Okay, thanks for the correction there, Lawrence. Awesome. That he has right now. Okay, yeah, so basically this is the remnants of Geist's empire. Here's AP rising to go and take out Terra and the rest of us.
Count, how does it feel to be one of AP's subjects?
Wait, how am I one of his subjects?
You live in AP's territory according to the map that these kids are playing. So check this out. Your only chance for salvation is apparently you have to go to the Gator Republic, your sister's joint.
I'm her spy.
Hey, you know what, Lawrence? Can you actually call Tara's place the Gator Republic and call it the Fanboat Navy? That's the name of her military.
Oh my God. So,
All of
And
you.
what's
Are
her Air Force? The mosquitoes?
There you go. That's
Oh,
seriously.
can they actually fly the World War II mosquito?
No, come on. It's Florida. You know that they're pushing crop dusters.
and then we have here, which is the home defense era, which is where everyone starts rallying their defenses against AP, and AP really starts pushing into Florida here.
Florida man will not stand for this shit. You know that there's going to be people out on I-9, or like whatever the interstate number is down there. They're
well,
going to be
the thing
standing.
is that AP wouldn't make it that far.
Yeah, seriously, because he's going to get pelted to death by people with like half drank cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon. They're going to be getting flung at him right now.
No, fuck y'all. He would run into my Gator Force. I'd find all the wood boogers in Florida and send them after him.
Send wood booger forces. Is that what you're gonna call your snipers? Wood boogers?
No. That's my militia.
That's the militia. Okay, the militia is known as the wood
So
boogers.
you
All
know
right.
what it is. You know what it is. AP and his crew. They're going to be driving down the interstate, and they're going to be in their windowless white panel van, right? And they're going to be all of a sudden. They're going to hear people, like coming up next to them in fan boats, and they're going to start lobbing all these half-drank cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon. I mean, they're going to really start like tons. I mean, how fast can they drink them? They're going to be shotgun.
No. We won't lob Pabst Blue Ribbon. No, it'll be homebrewed. It's called swamp beer.
But there you go. This
All
keeps
right,
getting
well,
better and
No,
better.
real beer.
I'm sure it is.
So here's the funny thing. Apparently, damn. From what Lawrence is updating me on, apparently AP literally took one hell of a gamble and nearly exhausted all of his military forces to get this swath of territory that he has.
Wait a
Like
minute.
he literally made.
Look at what his territory is. AP's running the fucking Confederacy.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So let me see if I got this straight. What I'm looking at here, he's running a neo Confederacy. That's awesome. And you notice how he dresses like an evangelical Klansman, his avatar. So.
Well, he walks like a duck and looks like a duck.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who are in the audience, Burnside is currently ordering a pizza. He just hasn't eaten enough. So.
Anyways,
The pudding is
yeah,
in Alva's pit.
and right here now, where we're at here is considered the present day. And what you guys are gonna have to take the helm for a few minutes, is I gotta go make a trip real quick. So right now we're at in the present day with the lore is we are right here. Here's AP's forces, and he has literally mostly exhausted his military. Geist has been exiled here. Here's all new Burnside. Here's Scooby. Tara, here's what you got left. There's Aura. Crap. What the hell the pink and the purple are? Arkane's New Kek is Republican New Kekistan. Oh wait, crap! I stopped presenting, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh well. Oh damn. All right. Well, I'll go show that in a second. I mean, that pretty much the same map you seen last time is the same as except AP's pretty much exhausted his military forces. So, when you guys take over for a bit, I'll be back.
All right, cool.
Just go mobile.
Yeah, too late. Well, that having been said, my question is this. How come Kelt doesn't have the barony of Alabama?
Because I haven't granted it to him.
Well, he needs the barony of Alabama. And
The what of Alabama?
The barony. You're going to be you're Baron Xavier Roberts.
Cody, stop. How did I put that hairbrush?
Seriously. Your military is the Knights of the Cabbage Patch. I have so much fun with that. I really do.
He knows and he hates you for it.
He has no reason to hate me for it. Ladies who are in the chat right now, especially if you're of the Asian persuasion, I'm just letting you know. My boy Kelt here, he is a fiery mountain of muscle. Serious, ladies, you have no idea. Kelt, basically, he spends most of his day when he's walking down the sidewalk. Women just come running up to him. Excuse me, sir, can you open this jar for me? I'm serious, ladies. He's all man, ladies. So, there you go, Kelt. I got you.
He's not sure whether to be thankful or mortified.
Stop reading my mind, Tara.
Hey, what's up, Rich? I was actually trying to be sincere. Yeah, that was me trying to be nice. Seriously, nah, I gotta give you
That
a
was
build
you
up.
making up for what you said earlier.
What did I say earlier?
What was it, Baronry of the Cabbage Patch?
No. It's the barony of Alabama, and your military will be the Knights of the Cabbage Patch. That's all.
Honestly, I prefer the Garbage Pail Kids.
I know, but no, I bust Kelt's balls because if you ever see him off camera, he looks like a fully grown version of a Cabbage Patch Kid. Yeah. No, he's a good-looking guy, and I say that to him all the time. And he has self-esteem issues, so I bust his balls. We all have self-esteem.
One that looks like a patriotic slasher.
Yes, exactly. Well, you know what it is, too. The reason I wear this mask is because of what's going on behind it. You know? So that's what I'm saying. And you know what? I have no problem building up all of these people right now on the stream with me. Check this out. Every one of these people right here are awesome people. And it's got to be respected, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Because, no one... I see all these people, streaming together. We were just taking shots at that gargoyle a few minutes ago when Burnside was here. He's not a good person. Seriously, he's not a good person. He did a lot of mean shit. He's just a miserable little bastard. And you know what? People like him and the people he streamed with, I watch them when they're on streams, and you know what they do? They tear each other apart. They pick each other apart. They say mean, nasty shit to each other. Why? That's not cool. These people talk about, edgy. I'm trying to be edgy. Yeah, you want to be edgy? I tell you what, go into a bar, tell some guy, really big guy with a tattoo on his neck, go fuck your mother. There's your edge. But they won't do something like that because these people are, punks. So, that having been said, I'm just saying, every person on here is a great person. Seriously, that's why I like streaming with all of you. You're nice people, you're friendly, you're decent. If, God forbid, something would happen, you're actually concerned. The rest of these people, they look for where to stick a knife. Nah, seriously. I've streamed with a lot of big YouTubers. Like Valis, you were all upset earlier because you didn't get a chance to stream with Geeky Sparkles, right?
Yeah.
I can understand, know what I'm saying? But honestly, bro, they were nice people. I prefer streaming with you. I consider you a friend. Seriously, man. Not a problem. That's what I'm getting at. Every one of these people on the stream right now, I've streamed with some of the bigger YouTubers, and you know what? I don't particularly care for a lot of them. Not like they did anything bad to me. I want to make it clear. A lot of these folks who came after me, they're not bigger YouTubers, and they never will be. I mean, I stream with actual bigger YouTubers, and yeah, nothing against them, but nothing for them either. I prefer my crew.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. And I feel bad. I really do for these people who started going after me and going after the rest of the stream and whatever. You got to feel bad for people like that. They got no life. I mean, like us right now, we're all doing this because we like each other's company, and we got these kids in the chat right now, and they genuinely like to watch us. You know what? And that's why you do this. You don't do it for money. You don't do it for fame. You don't do it for views. You don't do it for clicks. You do something like this to have a good time. And I just hope that you guys enjoy this, because I enjoy streaming with all of you.
Aww. made a tear, a very, very tiny tear.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Good
Hits me
being
right
said.
there in the
Anyway,
feels, man. It hits me right there in the feels.
Oh. Well, you know, I try, guys. Look,
I don't have the
seriously,
skills unless it comes to architecture.
that's hey, whatever. Do you? Ugh.
anyway, I just came down to just say hi, and I can't stay because I'm not feeling too good.
What's the matter, man?
A little bit
Step
sick.
down with New
Just a
Yorker
little
getting weird in his voice.
Yeah, yeah. You're starting to sound like me. You must really be sick.
Plus, I haven't really gotten to much drawing.
Mhm.
I've kind of ran out of pages in my other sketchbook, and I can't draw the other one because I'm at home. So, yeah, I've really lost my edge. So, I'll just wait till this sickness clears out, and then I'll get back to drawing. Anyway,
Well,
just want to say hi, and I'm gonna be off.
hey, Rich. Before you go,
Hmm?
do yourself a favor. Get yourself a cup of noodles and add a pearl onion to it and a clove of garlic, and just drink that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you'll feel a world better. Trust me.
Okay.
Try it. I'm dead serious, man. You'll feel right as rain.
Okay, man, I'll try it. Anyway, see you guys. Love you.
All right.
And talk to you soon.
You got it, man. I love you too, man. You're a good kid. And feel better.
Okay.
Don't forget to hail Elf Mama.
I'll be right back, guys. I heard some noise. I think my wife dropped something. I hope the room ain't on fire. Give me a second.
Writers in the chat says if Scooby was a wrestler, he would be called the American Borgie. So Valis, are you really that upset you didn't get to stream with Geeky and Keenan?
Yeah. It was my one only lifetime chance to ever speak to them.
Want to bet? They said want to bet.
No, not. Nah. What is
I
there?
talked to him. I message Geeky on a regular basis.
Oh. Okay.
I'm in their Discord.
I see.
I message. Well, I also message. I message Geeky on Twitter because she pays attention to that more often.
And on weeknights, every once in a while, she takes a little journey over to the house and hides in the bushes.
No, sadly, I don't know where they live.
Oh, man. So what did he do now? He went to go get food again?
I think so.
Yeah, that's the reason that we actually need to cook while we're in D.C. Because we wind up in the poorhouse because of him. Every 15 minutes, he needs to eat.
I'm gonna call the hotels that I found across.
I
the water.
wish I had his metabolism.
Do what?
I said I wish I had his metabolism.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, he does have
You should
he
have
has a
seen
bit
how
of a
much
beer
he
gut.
eats in DC. Oh my god.
Yeah, he eats like he's gonna get shot.
You know, Tara, if I were to describe your relationship with a movie title, Taming of the Shrew, and Burnside's the Shrew because of that fucking metabolism.
Oh, it's not that hard to tame, I promise you.
Yeah, you just gotta feed the boy. He's happy.
Well, I never
as a lark
said it was
after
the struggle of taming the shrew.
Oh, that's just it. The taming of the shrew was a struggle.
I know, but I'm describing it's a pun on the metabolism. He's got the metabolism of a fucking shrew. That or a hummingbird.
More of a hummingbird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hummingbird sounds gay.
He's got a sweet ass. I don't know.
You go for it.
No, seriously, it's great. He's actually got like a little underground following now on YouTube, apparently.
Yep, I keep telling everyone, and I'm serious, the only one that gets to plunder the Burnside ass is me.
Yeah, he actually has like a fan club of YouTubers. A few of them are closeted, a few of them are out in the open, and one guy is so flaming he sets off the smoke alarms. And yeah, seriously, they all want to take a crack at him. Well, to
I
be
keep
fair,
telling him he only likes my strap on. It's just the right size.
yeah. Of course, to be fair though, I can't really talk too much shit. You know, full disclosure, they were stalking me out too, and I think a few of them still are. It's kind of creepy. Like, I'm a big guy, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. I guess it's a stereotype. I figured most gay guys go for guys like Matthew Broderick. I didn't think they'd want to go for a big guy. You know, I'm not a bear either. I seen what those.
There's bear loving bears. Yep.
I was gonna say I'm not a bear either. Those guys got hair on top of their hair. You know, I'm not hairy. You know, so I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't see what the hell. I guess because I'm not gay, I cannot see what the hell the gay guys are seeing. You know, I mean, a few of them, like when I was talking to them offline, they're all like, and I'm like, you all right? I mean, all woozy and shit. And it's like, okay. It's fucking bizarre. I don't know. I think I always look like I got a hangover when I don't have my mask and hat and shit on. I got that thing. I look like a shot to shit college student. Like, I just woke up after a wild party. I got some chick's brassiere like stuck on my head. Like what the fuck happened? That's the look I usually have with this hat and mask on. I have like that whole like look. Apparently these gay guys dig it. And fortunately there's Burnside. So they like him too, so mazel tov. Yeah, just ignore the man in the mask and focus on the guy in the fry hat. That's all. But what was he saying tonight's topic was, and then he started showing us this risk game, and then he went to get food.
Backline now has
I had no idea.
Mueller Meltdown is salty.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest, I have been following this a little bit, and yeah, it's obvious that the Democrats have completely lost their mind, and they're trying to obviously start a civil war. And look, if Mr. President, if you're hearing this, here's what you got to do. You got to let the East Coast, like the Northeast, because they want to, and you got to let the Southwest, like not like the desert, but like the Southwest coast, like California, Oregon, whatever else. I guess Washington, fuck it, the whole left coast. They want to secede. You got to let them secede, and check this out. Once they secede, immediately fucking annex them, take their rights away, give them martial law. Look, we had martial law around here already a few years ago, if you remember, because of the hurricane. Yeah, so we're good. We'll be okay. Yeah, I don't go out at night anyway. It's a fucking zoo out there. So, like, I'm gonna be missing out.
They're trying so hard to impeach him. It means that they know they can't beat him in 2020, so they're trying to remove him from the game.
I don't want to give them the option at 2020. I honestly want to revoke the Democrats' charter. Let the fucking Green Party or the Whigs put somebody up. Seriously. Let the Blue Moose Party put somebody up. Let any other party, let the Libertarians, like, run somebody. The guy will start stripping at the debates, and boom, they'll be out the race. But, let them all put somebody up, except for the Democrats. I got no desire to see a Democratic candidate ever again in any field at all. Fuck them. The party of the Klan, they're the same party that infiltrated the Black Panther Party, killed off their leadership, put their plants in, and all of a sudden they went from being a political party to a fucking militant terrorist organization. The fuck out of here. Nah. They're the party of Black Lives Matter and the party of Antifa. They're the party of division. They say they're the party of opposition. Well, if the Republican Party is the party of the American people, it's the party of the Constitution, it's the party of the Declaration of Independence, so that means that it's the party of the American people. which means if the Democrats are the party of the opposition, then they're opposed to America. Ipso facto, then, that makes them the threat domestic, which means that the charter is revoked because they're a domestic terrorist organization. Don't you love how shit works cyclically? You know? Like, why the fuck are we entertaining these people? Why the fuck aren't we just kicking in their doors, these fucking Democrat politicians, dragging them fucking before a tribunal and charging them for their crimes? I want to see them tried for treason. I want to see them fucking tried for insurrection. I want to see them tried for, oh my God, do I want to see them tried for so many different things that they've done.
Well, for treason, we have to have we have to have evidence. Well, we have to have reason to charge them for treason.
Oh, we have plenty. We have so much. There's so much. You know why my area is such a fucking cesspool and why Burnside's area is such a cesspool? These Democrats, these fucking crumb bums, they destroyed the black neighborhoods so much that instead of trying to actually fix these neighborhoods, because that wouldn't be good for them, they couldn't get the votes for saying that the Republicans are destroying everything. You know, they shtick. If they can't really afford to fix them. So what did they do? Oh, Eric Holder is brilliant. Him and Obama, what they did. Yeah, we're just going to stop arresting people for misdemeanors. They got to commit at least a Class B felony before we slap the bracelets on them. That was Holder's genius solution, and Obama's like, I approve it. I back this, that fucking asshole. So, yeah, that's the reason crime went up in New York and Los Angeles and Chicago, because these fucking two morons, these dimwits, they go and they changed everything. Oh, yeah, we're just not going to arrest and prosecute. Look at what they're doing now with the, fuck is her name? That Kim Coles and the other ones. There's a whole listing of them. Mr. Reagan actually broke it down. The guy with the mole. He did the whole breakdown of all these different Democrats that are paid for by through shell corporations, by Soros and a few other people. And they've all said, we're not prosecuting, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. If you're a district attorney and you're not going to do your job, personally, look, my solution for all these people is just execution. I'm sorry, I'm an across-the-board kind of guy. Just fucking hang the bastards from the trees and let it be. But, you know, they're probably going to be like, nah, Scoob, we can't hang them just because they don't want to do their job. Okay, fine, prison. I'm cool with that, too. Personally, I don't think, long story short, I don't think we should have Democrats. We should not allow them to run next year. They should have their charter taken away. They could run independent if they want. They can't run as a Democrat. I'm sorry. This fucking circus that they've been doing with this Mueller shit, nah, fuck them. Fuck all of them. Seriously, nah, fuck them. I'm sorry, I gotta say it again, nah, fuck them. I can't help it. I just, you know, it's one of those things. I don't want to keep saying it like over and over and sound like a broken record and like kill the stream, but it's one of those things. Every time I think about it, it's like an involuntary reaction. You know, you say to me about, you know, Scoob, the Democrats, nah, fuck them. Seriously. I can't deal with it. I'm just thinking about all this shit that Ocasio-Cortez, nah, fuck these people. I'm sorry. Ocasio-Cortez, nah, fuck you. Fuck you, honey. Nah, seriously, fuck you. Yeah, I'm done. I can't talk about these Democrats right now. I'm getting wild the fuck out just thinking about this shit.
How about somebody read the Mueller report?
Yeah. What, right now? All 400 pages? I'm not reading that 400-page shit. I'm not interested. I'm not a Democrat. I don't care.
I'm sure someone can Google summarized Mueller report.
Okay, I can tell you right now. It's all bullshit. There you go. 3 words. 4 if you're one of those people that spaces it, but you know. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm not even gonna entertain it. Oh, Skilly, you didn't even look at the Mueller. No, I don't need to look at it. I don't need to look at those pictures of Michelle Obama's dick either. You know, I know it's there. The fuck do I gotta see the dress pictures for? It's the same deal. If I know something's there, what the fuck I need proof? The Mueller report is a big steaming pile of bullshit. I don't gotta flip through each page to see the peanuts in the turd. I know they're there.
I heard it made Obama look bad.
Everything makes Obama look bad.
No, the Mueller report revealed that the Russian interference started in 2014. Obama knew about it and did nothing.
Yeah.
Because,
Now, to be fair, that doesn't mean he's corrupt. It does mean he just might be weak. You know.
well, it's because apparently it's because of the that Iranian deal. He wanted Russia in on it, but it was not going to happen. He was calling them out on the interference.
You know, a lot of people will say, you know, like, oh, they want to do this to that person, this to that person, this to that person. Obama's one of those people. Do you know what I really like to do? I'd like to just follow him like this and flick his fucking ears because he can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep his security away from him. I don't want to do anything else to that motherfucker but walk behind Barack Obama and flick his ears. I mean, he's welcome to try to stop me. You know? Like, seriously, anyone listening, and, you know, like, because immediately now, I'm sure I'm on a lot of computers at that point. But, no, seriously, like, I'm not saying I'm actually going to go, like, looking around for this fucking Yahoo to go do that to him because I'll get shot because they're Democrats. But, no, honestly, in a perfect world, if I had the opportunity, no security, nothing like that, I would not try to harm this motherfucker. I want to walk behind him and flick his fucking ears. That's all I'd like to do to the fucking prick. Because you know what? He could turn around. I could picture it. He could turn around. Yo, that's not right. Do you do? Yeah, fuck you. Now I'm gonna flick your ears while you're looking at me. You know? Like, seriously. That's all I like because you know what? He's a pussy. He can't hit me because if he hits me, I'm gonna knock him the fuck out in self-defense. But even then, you know what? I probably go right ahead, right here, Barry. He'd probably break his fucking hand. You know, that's I don't respect the man. That's what it all comes down to with Obama. He's a lot of people said to me, you know, like, Scoob, you don't like him because he's black. And I look at him, I'm like, you know what, you're a fucking retard. But then I thought about it, what they said, you know, and I said to him, I said, you know what, it's sad that that's the reason you think I don't like this guy. I don't like him because he's disingenuous. I don't like him because he's dishonest. I don't like him because he's smug. He's arrogant. He talks down to you. He talks to you like you're a piece of shit. I mean, I didn't want. Who the fuck wants to tune into the president and get lectured to? You know, say what you want to say about Trump. At least he's upbeat. You know, I mean Bush. It was always like, well, we're gonna take him out, but praise Jesus. You know, like what the fuck? Every time you listen to Bush, he's always talking. You know, hey, look, Mr. President, I'm glad you know you got God in your life and it's all good. That's not how, like, I don't, you know, like, say, fuck it, throw the map in the glove compartment. I'm going to let the good Lord get behind the wheel. Get the fuck out of here, you know? It's the same thing. That's why I had the problem with Bush. And then we got Obama. Well, you know, America, we got to apologize. The fuck out of here. I ain't apologizing for shit. If I do something wrong, I apologize. I cut 3 videos about apologizing. Believe me, I apologize if I think that something needs apologizing for. I ain't apologizing for this country. Fucking bastard. He can kiss me twice on each cheek. I cannot fucking stand Obama. I mean, can you tell?
No, we couldn't tell at all.
I can't stand him, and I can't.
Well, Scooby.
What?
I said you hide it so fucking well.
Yeah, right. Seriously, you think I was a see people that they think I'm an Obama supporter half the time. No, you know, it really bothered me. Like, I was actually shocked the first time somebody actually said that to me. Like, oh, you don't like him because he's black. I looked at him like, the fuck did you just say to me? Like, that was never even in my wheelhouse. I guess you know what it is because I lucked out growing up like progressive. You know, I mean, that's the thing I get annoyed about when these people are out there screaming in the street, oh, we're progressive, we're progressive. No, you're fucking lunatics. You ain't progressive. What do you mean? You don't know about what it means to be progressive? The fuck I don't, honey. Look, let me break it down to you. When I was a teenager, I used to work around with Greenpeace. I used to work with the ASPCA. I used to work with PETA. ASPCA I'll still deal with. PETA and Greenpeace not so much no more because they're fucking insane. They went nuts. They went off the rails in the early 2000s. I was involved with them back then.
They both went and worked on that video fucking Blackfish together. Oh, that's a bunch of fucking shit.
You know, I was one of those people that I went to your door I had on my stupid green T-shirt with the gold recycling symbol and the globe in the middle of it. And, yeah, I came up with the clipboard. Hi, how are you? I'm Scooby. You want to vote for Al Gore? You know, seriously. I was, because I was a fisherman's son. I was an environmentalist. Still am, you know. Part of the reason I wear this shit, and when I hear these people say, well, if you support Trump, you can't be in the support of the environmental movement. Oh, yeah, asshole. It's called The Industry is Back in this country. It's not in China anymore. Go watch China Uncensored, anyone who wants to see, and look at China's apocalyptic pollution. You'll see why I voted for this man, because honestly, when I hear these people talk, they try to talk to me about the coal slurry that you get from coal that they mine. And they're like, the coal slurry, you know, it winds up in the river and this, that, and the third. And so, you know, me, I go like this. But the coal's eroding naturally. If I said every time there's rains and floodings in this part of the world, correct? You know, in this part of the country, there's a lot of rain and flooding. Well, yes, of course. So the coal's going to wind up in the river regardless. It's just not, instead of like drips and drabs throughout the course of the year, it's going to be one fucking giant coal injection whenever the shit gets flooded and shit runs away, right? Well, yeah, but we can't control that. Oh, but you'll destroy an entire community's livelihood because you're worried about the drips and drabs. That's the reason I can't jive with these fucking environmental wackos nowadays. Like, look, coal is going to fucking be mined. Gas is going to be fucking piped. Oil is going to be fucking plumbed from the depths of the earth. Deal with it. You know, I personally do not like the fact that we have a fur industry. You know what else I don't like? Freezing to fucking death. I'm sorry. You know, I don't wear fur unless I'm really cold. It's the same thing. You know, I mean, I love these people.
He goes out and kills the puppies himself.
I couldn't wear something made out of puppies. Kittens, now, yeah, I got no problem with that. Seriously.
Words.
I mean, hell, you can make the thing out of kittens. You can make it out of ferrets. Fuck, you can make it out of orphans, except they don't got enough hair. It doesn't bother me. I ain't got a bad eye. You know? Phallus, shut the fuck up. You talk too much.
I think he's on the phone again.
Is he ordering a pizza too? What the hell is it? Is tonight pizza night?
Apparently.
No, it's not.
Well, I did order pizza today, so I guess.
I could have sworn I had that on mute.
You really were ordering a pizza. I don't believe it. I was joking.
It's just to get me to talk.
Hey, it's all good. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm going to have a sip of the soda. My throat's getting dry as hell.
Yeah, because that's what I should have done. I forgot to mute the mic last time, so everybody heard what I said.
It's all good.
Yeah, what was that about diddling again?
Oh yeah. Basically, that name or that term is actually a character from this new Rainbow. No, it's not Rainbow Bright. It's the Care Bears new cartoon, and they actually have a character called Dibble. And what the Geeky Sparkles and Keone, they were making fun of that, so it became a meme to them. So whenever they say Dibble or something like that, it's not referring to masturbation. I kind of just I forgot to mute the mic and then I ended up saying it out loud so everybody heard it.
Oh, okay.
And I thought they were gonna show up so I could use that to make them laugh, but oh well.
Well, we'll get him on again. Don't worry. You could definitely talk to him because I think I piqued their curiosity because I didn't know he was a comic book artist, and I mentioned I had over 10,000 comic books, and his ears picked up immediately. So
Yeah, he there's streams where he's doing live drawings of like doing Optimus Prime and stuff like that.
Oh wow, you know what? I'll have to talk to him about it off the air because I got a feeling if I see him start like drawing, I'm probably gonna figure out who he is.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if I mute the mic, I wonder if you guys can hear anything else that's going on in the background of my computer.
No, we didn't hear.
No, we're not gonna hear your porn. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
Not a problem. Besides, honestly, we don't want to get like a copyright strike because everyone's gonna think the midget porn that you're watching is the Wizard of Oz. So
Don't.
We represent.
No,
the-
I mean, you can't hear the YouTube video, is what I'm saying.
ah,
Well, from you.
I do that to my wife all the time. She gets all mad. She's mad. She's short like you, Tara, so I constantly go like that to her. We represent the lollipop world, lollipop world, lollipop world. And then she hits me in the back of the head. Nah, I thought that you short folk was supposed to be jolly and jovial and shit. That's what it said in that poem about Santa Claus, anyway.
Well, that's about Santa Claus.
Well, he's short.
I'm more like what's the name of the evil version of Santa? Krampus. I'm more like Krampus.
I guess.
Okay.
It's really cool because honestly, you're about the same height and build as my wife, and she's brown as fuck, and you're fair skinned. So it's cool because I can get the two of you to stand next to each other. You're gonna look like salt and pepper shakers.
Keep staring into the screen, Scooby.
I am. You think you're funny?
Just stare into that screen.
Yeah, you're not funny.
What's so funny about that?
Come on,
There.
to the screen. We gotta see them funky blue eyes.
Yeah, you think you're funny.
I am funny.
You gonna get us a copyright strike anyway with the music, so.
Oh no, I'm just gonna take some of this footage and then cut it and add this music to it, or take a whole bunch of scenes where your face is just right in the camera and everything, and cut it all together.
Okay.
And then send it to Trippy.
Okay, so it's not me then.
No. No, there's a guy who sits in our chat and jerks off looking at me. So she wants to send him a video.
Yeah, because I gotta make sure while watching my videos, I gotta put mute. Yep, in my video game footage is what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's it. That's
Oh
it.
my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
What?
I'm about to screen share. I just wish Burnside were here. I might have to log into his account.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Waiting.
Well, I'm waiting for it to pull up.
All right.
All right.
Year and a day later.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
You're
Look at what Six made for me. Oh my God, it's fucking
that's
awesome.
adorable.
That is awesome.
I love it. Yes,
That really is awesome.
Oh.
it's beautiful.
Oh.
It is. It really is.
Oh yeah, that's getting used.
Oh, so that's what dibble means. A
What?
pointed hand tool for making holes on the ground for seed in plant. Oh, that's what that thing is.
My
Okay.
Chrome is acting up.
That is really cool looking.
But that's not the
There we go. Even bigger.
There you go. That is really cool.
Yes, it is. I am now the Mothra.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
It's almost as cool as the one he made me for my birthday. Seriously.
I love it. I am saving.
Yeah, here's the. Let me see. Look at this. Let me see if I can give you guys the imagery here. All right. Go to my screen share. Yeah, that's what Dibble looks like.
Looks like a fat kid without a shirt.
I was gonna say Kirby retarded cousin, but yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I was thinking Kirby.
Oh, speaking of that, I pissed off a few feminists the other day. I wish I would have had my camera on because they started looking at me, and one of them actually called me an asshole.
You are an asshole.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, all men are assholes.
No, it wasn't even because of that. That's just like she's like, "Wow, you're a complete asshole." I said, "I guess."
Yeah, that's how feminists see men.
Because they were talking about Steven Universe, and I said to him, "I said, you know what?
Okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah," and I told them flat out. I said, "You know, when I first saw that, I said I thought it was about a retard and his magical friends."
It is about a
It's
retard.
not?
It's his imaginary friends, his imaginary waifus that he can't bang because they're all lesbians.
I honestly was under the impression that he was like I said, I just figured that he was like some simple helmet kid and that they just got stuck with him and that was it. I said, I figured because, whatever, they had them gems and they had to deal with him because he had a gem too. And I figured, because I said, what is it? He's he's autistic, he's got Asperger's, he's got a combination of the two. Is it Down syndrome? I mean, and so that's when they're like, "Wow, you're a real asshole." I said, "Well, what the fuck's wrong with him? Did he eat lead paint or whatever?" And they walked away
I have
from him.
Asperger's.
No, he's got I'm trying to figure out what combination this guy has.
Yeah. He has a gem on his stomach.
Yeah. No, they got all pissed off at me because they said, "Well, why does he have to have something wrong with him?" I said, "You mean he don't?" I said, "Look, I keep watching it. The kid's a retard." No, that isn't politically correct. I said, "Well, that's why I'm asking you because I don't keep calling him retard." I said, "What's wrong?"
Yeah, he looks like he's designed to look like a retard.
Yeah, that's why they got all mad at me and walked away.
Who talks like that?
Yeah. They said, and that's when they walked away because they said to me, they're like, "Oh, you don't appreciate the show and this, that, and the third." I said, "I appreciate it." I said, "I like the way they draw I said, "I like how they draw that purple one." I said, I said, "I like women who will look like that in real life." I said, "All curvy." I said, "Shaped like a racetrack," and that's when they walked away from me.
Yeah, and the thing is, she's the only one in that series who's not a lesbian.
Figures.
Yeah, because I think Pearl, Garnet. I don't know about the other ones, but I'm pretty sure they're all lesbians too. Because whatever. The only straight is character, or at least male characters, only few of them because screw men. Or Steven and his Indian Middle Eastern girlfriend Connie.
Connie's real name is Connor, by the way.
And then when they fuse, they become Stevani or something like that, some androgynous thing.
See, I didn't even know that there was any lesbian shit going on. I never really watched it.
Yeah, it is. They're trying to be subtle with it. So, yes, it's a show for lesbians and it's a show for kids.
Well, you know what I figured? The one episode I seen that they were all big sisters to him, but I got the impression from the one that was purple. I figured wow, this one's like a kitty diddle or some shit. She just seemed like she was looking to fuck everything.
Oh, yeah. She ain't no less. She's just purple.
Yeah.
Have you heard about their fan art for Steven Universe?
Well, I have a couple of those.
Let me guess.
They said that the fan art would be canon somehow. All fan art.
Which one though? I mean, which one?
All fan art's gonna be canon, huh? So if I
for
draw
Steven
them,
Universe.
so we got to get somebody to draw them rocking American flags and mowing down Antifa with fucking.
Well, no. Here's what
slingshots.
happens is that so you could draw those women as guys, and that would be somehow canon too. Well, there was one person who decided to draw the black one as white. She was banned.
Awesome.
Apparently, not all fan art is canon.
Yeah, not that she was banned. It was awesome that she had the balls to do
But
it.
you can draw the white
I'm
ones
gonna
as
have
black,
Rick-
and that's canon.
I'm gonna have Rich make a fan art drawing of them in an orgy and submit it.
Please don't show.
You know what? Can he do me? I want him to do me a favor then. I'm going to show him this picture that they had from an old, it's from a Marvel comic from a few years ago. And what it is, it's Dr. Doom sitting on this throne. And at his feet, he has Emma Frost. And he has, at the time Loki was in a woman's body, he has the two of them wearing these, basically they look like Princess Leia, but they got chains around their necks. And each of the chains is attached to the places where his hands rest on the throne, and he's just sitting on the throne like this. I want to see if Rich can do that for me. Have me sitting on the throne and have like the Steven Universe broads chained up in front of me, just to piss off their fan base. Can you imagine how they'll start tuning in every week to say horrible shit?
They'll subscribe just to say horrible shit.
Fine, let them. You're telling me I would have Steven Universe fans showing up willingly to take abuse from me? Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? Seriously, I'll have a ball tormenting them. I'll become the most hated person, bro. For all we know, they might actually like make a Star Spangled like villain based on me if I do that to them. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, they decided, like, the entire fan base decided to go after this one person. What for? Oh, because he sexualized their imaginary cartoon people who are the living manifestation of gems. These people are supposed to be like what? Like nymphs? Like, you know how in the ancient Greeks they had the nymphs that lived in trees, they had water nymphs, and all that sort of shit. Are they're supposed to be like gem nymphs or some shit? I mean, I don't know. I don't watch the show, so.
Yeah, you're better off not watching it.
I did try. I really did try to give it a shot, and I'm watching it, and like that's the thing. Like the chicks all seem to be on point, but then there's this retard. That's why I said that he's got to be retarded. I mean, and this is the thing. I don't know if it's like he's retarded because I noticed the father is stupid as fuck. Because I seen the commercial, and they show the father driving with this kid, and they both got this blank expression on their face, and they both have the same face, and they're talking about like pork chops and hot dogs. Like, if we could have pork chops for dinner every night and then the kid finishes the sentence, we wouldn't need hot dogs or something like that. Like, I'm like, wow. All right, so they're not retards. They're just simpletons. I don't know what else to garner from that.
I guess that's better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a little bit more disturbing because, like, the one episode I had seen, this kid's chasing them around with pancakes. Like, I made pancakes. I'm like,
yeah, that sounds like Uncle Grandpa. The way you said it, because I don't know if you see that cartoon Uncle and Grandpa.
I seen the promos for it. The minute I seen it, I'm like, I'm not interested in watching this.
Yeah, that sounds like an incestuous title, Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just so stupid.
Yeah, I never bothered watching that. Just when I heard the title. You got to realize there's a lot of these shows that when they came on, I would not watch.
Yeah, I mean, these are just shows for kids anyway, so it's something that it's not for me. So I'm more into the adult. Adult and it's not for me.
Oh no, I watched Rabbids Invasion religiously. My wife hated it. She's like, "What the fuck are you watching these retarded rabbits
says,
for?"
"Will Burnside ever return? We don't know. We will see the next time. Same Bobby channel, same Bobby time."
Yeah. Where the fuck is Burnside anyway?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue.
Probably raiding his fridge.
Yeah, he's gonna show back up with like food in hand.
Yeah, didn't he say he was going to come back?
Yeah, he did. He does this often.
It's a very good thing that he's anti-communist.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
What is that, Kel?
Fucking show.
With his appetite?
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. I can imagine that. You have eaten your rations and everyone else's. What the fuck?
You are the reason. Like, it'd be hilarious if he was in a communist state and they blamed him for the famine.
Yeah.
Instead of their own policies.
Comrade Burnside is the reason for the bread lines. We found him in the silo. He ate 3 months' worth in 2 days.
I'm back.
Oh, there
Speak of the devil.
Well, he came back, like he said.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I miss?
We were talking about how if you were in a communist state, they would blame you for the famines.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, they would.
Yeah. We said you wasn't going to come back, and then you came back.
Oh my
Just
god.
in
That's
time because your fans were about to leave there, man. You know, they're sitting here waiting for you, and they're like, "Where the hell is he?"
No, I had to take care of a couple things real quick, and then I heard this random hissing sound, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I got up off my bed, and I realized it was deflated. So I deflated the sucker up, and then the next thing you know, I'm like, "Son of a bitch! I put another hole in the motherfucker." I was so pissed. I was like, "You gotta be shitting me!" So I'm running all over. I'm getting the shoe goo. I'm looking for where I got the fucking sealer tape at, and I couldn't find the sealer tape. So I go into the fucking car, and I go and get the packaging tape out of there. I'm like, "Oh, I hope this works." And I start scouring through the fucking cotton balls and Q-tips and all that. The good thing is, it was a smaller hole than the last one. But the thing that was a pain in the ass is I couldn't really get the cotton in there like I did with the last hole and cork it. So I just basically just gooed it into the shoe goo, and that became a fucking mess. I just slapped it there, put the tape over there, and I'm like, "Okay, stay, motherfucker."
All right. All that just to sleep.
Yeah, well, the good thing is this thing is comfortable and it's reliable because it's got a warranty. I just fucking lost the damn receipt or something, so I'm trying to at least keep this thing running. The good thing is our good buddy Cephas is back from the dead. So
Okay,
thankfully,
cool.
thankfully the Geist Empire was not able to assassinate him. So yeah.
I was gonna
Thankfully
ask you
he's
something.
back, and we were worried about him for a while.
Fuck, what the hell was I gonna ask you? I lost my whole train of thought.
Uh,
God damn it. Nah, it's not important. Then don't worry about it.
Yeah, by the time the stream ends, you're gonna remember it, and then it'll be irrelevant. At
Yeah,
that point.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh
That happens
shit,
to me all
Leo!
the time.
Yeah, Leo's son Fox showed up. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Ah, god damn it! Think you're the one that's the token woman in the server? I'd have to go and check. Shit. I actually found out we had like 1 or 2 women in the fan service. I was like, wait, so I don't lose track of this, and to be comical, I gave him the token woman role that I made up. Oh, fucking.
That's
Yeah,
too
Steve.
funny.
Yeah,
What am I, chopped liver? Oh wait, no, I'm the first lady.
yes,
Exactly.
you're the first lady. That's why the other two are just the token women's of the Discord server, because normally a dude thing. That Cephas was telling me I was hiding in the tunnels of Kekistan with the other outcasts. Scorners and Gypsies were tunneling him all the way to Burnside. That's fucking funny. Oh. Oh crap. Okay, now I gotta get back to Dota. Let's see here. Where did we leave off with? I think we finished up with the map. Yeah, I think I was trying to go and finish showing that sucker off.
Well,
Yo.
you haven't spoken at all about the Mueller report or any of the stuff that you said you were going to go over.
No, you keep
Yeah,
raiding the fridge like a Viking
Yeah.
on a Catholic village.
Yeah. You got a good point. I probably should go in Mueller. That thing was fucking hysterical. Because, the one thing that was funny about it is how long have they been doing this shit? Like 2, 3 years now that they've been trying to do that. They've been going through all of the president's affairs with a fucking comb. It's like, yeah, we can't fucking come up with anything. They're talking about Russia this and Russia that and all this other nonsense. So it's like, okay, so let me get this straight. Because Hillary Clinton says we want to go to war with Russia because fuck you, I want to do it. And then we don't go to war with Russia because she loses. Then suddenly we're still treating Russia like a big boogeyman when you've got fucking Vladimir Putin, who's ex-KGB, the head of the new Russian Federation, had 2 opposition leaders assassinated, sent an entire military force to eastern fucking Ukraine when the uprising started after the fall of their fucking government shit, and on top of that has a literal army of Cossack biker voters, and has several belts in judo. And Jesus, I've got there's an entire list of the crazy shit just that guy alone does. It's like, yeah, we're gonna pick a fight with this guy's nation. Why? If any of these people are half as tough as Vladimir fucking Putin is, we're in for a good fucking long fight. And that's just sitting there basically, one Russian soldier, one American soldier just arm wrestling, getting in really toe-to-toe. Oh, yeah. That's totally a sound fucking idea, right?
Sounds good.
I mean,
to me.
Christ.
I don't care.
Till they decide to nuke Florida because they're like, oh, these places want them. We need to make it cold so we can colonize. And they turn it into a thermonuclear winter.
Yeah, it's still not going to happen. It'll be a thermonuclear summer.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny as fuck. You'd be the new Texas.
By the way, Lawrence, I know you're still watching. I want my wood booger militia.
Uh-oh. There you go, Lawrence. You gotta make them wood boogers. Oh, funny. Here's a funny thing. So the fallout from this Mueller report is there's tons of people demanding the entire thing be released to the public. Sources and all, which is like, okay, sure. As if we weren't already on this march to World War III. We're going to compromise people who may have next to nothing to do about this and get them in fucking trouble. And then if that's not bad enough, then they're like, all right, we still gotta have indictments. We still gotta have indictments. So like, what the fuck you gonna indict? The report has gone fucking nowhere. There's been several releases of this. There's been several people that have done summarizations of this. Unless they can find something, they have jack and fucking shit. All they have is a wild drumbeat and a demand for war with Russia for no fuck off reason, and a war against the nation as itself as fuck off no reason. You know, it's downright fucking insane. You know, it's like, Orange Man bad, we need to indict him and get rid of him and murder the Russians. The Russians, like, yes, the Russians that you want to go fucking brutally murdered by. Yeah, bunch of idiots. You know, nowadays, with all of the writing nonsense these lunatics are doing, they can barely make Molotov cocktails. All of the firearms that they purchase are fucking cheap and shitty. Like the Antifa-lings from fucking California were getting horrible 9mm semi-autos and discount Kalashnikovs. It's just like these jackasses barely know what the hell they're doing. They can't even march straight. Like, they can't effectively use horde tactics. So, okay, if they can't start an actual rebellion and uprising in this country, how the hell are they going to fight the Ruskies?
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm wondering. How?
You know, it's funny. I was actually raised to fight the Russians, you know, most of my youth, because I'm old enough where, you know, I was, oh God, well, how old was I? I think 10 or 11 years old when that damn wall finally fell and when the Soviets called it quits.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all my formative years, I was raised to fight these people. I was also raised to respect them, you know, as like a very dangerous adversary and that they could fuck you up, that they were like on equal toe, you know, toe-to-toe setting with like Americans as far as like hand-to-hand combat and small arms fire, like combat soldiers. Yeah. You know, I was taught to respect them. What they've been doing, these propagandists, they're teaching these kids to not respect these Russians and to look at them as this and that and like they're villainous and all this. Do you remember? I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Kingdom of Heaven. Did you see what happened to the Christians when the one guy, he's like, nah, you know what, fuck that, we're gonna lead them against the Muslims and this, that, yeah, and then they wound up like tying him to a donkey.
Yeah, I've seen that. I love that movie.
Yeah,
it has Orlando Bloom in it.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is this is like basically the Democrats are doing the same thing. They're telling these kids to not respect the Russians, to look at them as like villainous, and to like be vocal about it, and this, that, and the third. And
you know, to not respect anyone, not even themselves or their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
And this is the thing. I'll be the first one to say it. If on some wild, crazy shit, the Democrats come back to power in the next few years, we're gonna have a real dilemma, because you know damn well that these people are gonna go after the Russians again. They're gonna go after Russia. They're gonna try to start a war with them. And that's something we all have to realize, is these people, you know, they're warmongers. They're a bunch of warmongers. They want a war. They don't care that there's no reason for it. They want to blow shit up.
They want a perpetual war.
Well, because they want to sell the bullets and Band-Aids. You know, that's the thing when people say, "Well, why? What? It doesn't make any sense. All the death and all the carnage." Yeah, because somebody has to clean it up, and somebody has to sell the bullets. Somebody has to sell the guns. Somebody has to sell the bombs. The reason that it's all about money. Wars have not been about anything "quote unquote" noble since in about at least 100 years.
Oh yeah.
It went out. It was passe. It went out with the World War One. Maybe World War Two. And World War Two, if people really want to get into it, World War Two is one of those things I don't like talking about because the deeper you dig, the more you realize it's a fucked up situation, and we've been lied to about a lot of shit. And the reason was that we were lied to about a lot of things. It wasn't so much nefarious. It was one of those things that snowballed and got out of hand. Like the fact that the reason that the concentration camps, quote unquote, were concentration camps is because the Allies destroyed all of the supply lines the Germans were utilizing, not knowing that they were also taking the food from the work camps. So the reason all those people were emaciated is because for anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, depending which camp they were in, they had no food coming in because of the Allies.
Bombing
Yeah.
saturations.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like when I heard all that shit about the Germans, like when I was in high school and junior high, I would always scratch my head and raise my hand, and my teachers would always scowl and say, Holocaust denying is not a good thing. But my question always was, this is a slave labor force, correct? And they said, yes. I said, slaves you want to keep well fed and healthy because you wish them to produce. I said, why would you? These slaves are all so finite. Eventually, you're going to run out. So why would you try to rip through the ones that are good producers and good workers? That just doesn't make sense to me. Which is when I would get told Holocaust denying is a very bad thing, and I'd say, well, not denying the Holocaust. I'm just saying it sounds to me like revisionist history, and I get sent to the principal's office. Yeah, that's why I don't like talking to people about World War II, because in my honest opinion, a lot of what we got told is because there was a lot of fuck-ups and a lot of ball fumbling. And have you guys ever seen that movie about, oh God, I can't remember the title of it. Ving Rhames was in it and Jeremy Piven, the car salesman. And
No,
what is his name? He's an Asian actor. He was in The Hangover. He has his TV show where he plays, I think Dr. Ken is his name. Well, anyway, they were all in this movie. And there's one scene where something happens and they try to come up with a cover story to cover up for it. And it just,
I think that game is. I'm in that game, but the movie's called. What's it called? The Goods. Live Hard and Sell Hard.
that's it, yeah. The Goods.
Yeah. That's 2009 movie. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a scene where they're talking about Japan, and one of the older guys there just all of a sudden attacks the Asian car salesman. And so they try to come up with a cover story, and it's just like this far-fetched, outlandish shit, and it winds up blowing over. Nothing comes of it. But I'm saying, like, a lot of people have said, and it makes sense, a lot of what you hear about World War II were cover stories that started snowballing and got out of hand, and no one ever debunked or diffused a lot of these things. And that's the reason you have a lot of people now getting called Holocaust deniers. And what it is, it's the actual archaeological evidence showing that, no, that's not actually how it happened. What it was, the Allies actually fucked up and blamed the Germans for starving these people to death when actually the Allies blew up their food. And you see, this is the thing. It's going on 80 years now that Germany has been getting, like the rest of the planet has been taking turns wiping their ass with the Germans. Not trying to clear their name and nominate them for sainthood, but they're not the monsters that history has made them out to be, in my opinion. To me, they got demonized by the Allies, and no one ever bothered saying, "Oh, by the way, we fucked up." I mean, look, let's face it. These people were using like vacuum tube radios and shit. It was archaic, primitive technology that was being used at the time. No one's really good, especially nowadays. No one could honestly, in good faith, fault these people for a blunder like that. Not excusing it, but it's not one of those things where we're going to sit there and I don't think we would have lost our minds as much as we would have nowadays. But this is the thing: the fact that it's been a cover-up for like 80 years. That's the thing that really bothers me. I'd like it if they would say, look, things were a little bit exaggerated. We blew up the supply lines. That's part of the reason a lot of people are starved to death. They were slaves kept against their will. That is not a good thing. This is why I was saying I'm not nominating the Germans for sainthood. But, seriously, like, there's no reason that they should be getting dragged through the mud. Yes, they kept them as slaves, but they weren't executing them. Like they were saying, not en masse. They may have worked a few of them to death, but to be fair, the guys were probably like ancient as fuck. Again, it's one of those things. These people are known for making like overly precise machines. They're known for being meticulous with shit. I do not see the Germans as being wasteful enough. Like, okay, let's take skilled machinists, skilled accountants, skilled this, skilled that, and just start slaughtering them for fun and like making lampshades out of them. I'm sure there were sick assholes that were in the Waffen SS that had those lampshades made out of human skin. I mean, look, let's be realistic. We're dealing with powerful people, and no matter what walk of life they come from, powerful people sometimes can be sick assholes. So that's when people say to me, "So you denying that there was Waffen SS members that had memorabilia and gifts and souvenirs and trophies made from Holocaust people?" And of course, they were probably sick weirdos that did that. Christ, you could probably find American soldiers that have taken trophies off of people. Look, sickness it's human beings do sick shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if you're like a fucking Ugandan bushman with a plate through your fucking lip and a spear. You probably know somebody that's a sick weirdo. Come on, like let's be realistic. I mean, I'm sure you can go up into Scotland and find, walk through the hills and find some guy wearing a kilt and be like, "Excuse me, sir, you know anyone that's really weird?" "Oh, hi, Angus. He's a weird one." I mean, what the fuck? I don't know, man. I don't think. I think that like these small instances have been blown up hyperbolically. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, it's used nowadays as absolute beat stick political propaganda. It's used to push a bigger agenda. It's, apologize and feel sorry for the past so that we can ironclad force the future into what we want it to be. It's projecting the tyranny of today onto the actions of yesterday. And, people die in war. Shit happens, I remember when I was in school, they told me it was, between 2 and 3 million for such and such circumstances. And basically, they had me read a book that in school written by a guy who survived Auschwitz and that. It was basically, a bunch of SS officers decided, all right, we're going to snort this thing called Prevatin, go crazy, and since we don't like these people anyways and no one's going to question it, we're just going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because that was the one thing that... long story short, for people who aren't too privy for World War I and II, basically a lot of the street drugs you have now came from the combat drugs that were introduced in both of those wars. And speed was originally Prevatin, which was basically not only just a painkiller, but it also heightened the thinking capacity and capabilities of several officers, which is why the SS was given a whole bunch of them, and the Wehrmacht were given just, bits of it because they wanted it to give it to the Wehrmacht for more so a painkiller in that. So, the medic would have some time to get to him and, patch him up before, they'd do the Wilhelm scream and die horribly like every Star Wars film.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you got evil, crazy fuckers. Shit fucking happened. The Soviet Union butchered a whole bunch of people. The SS decided they would make it their mission to butcher people. They just, did it while they were doing drugs. Like, And when we get done, after doing these lines, then we are going to make more lines. We're going to kill all of those Jews. All of them. We don't like them anyways. We have taken all of their stuff. I know we're supposed to give it back. We know it. Give it back to a corpse. Yes, make lampshades out of them. You sure the Fuhrer won't have Fuhrer will know nothing. You look into them all. He will know nothing. Basically the crazy shit that was going on.
It does sound actually plausible and it makes sense. It's funny because you were talking about how they like to change the past and shit. My poor mother was actually crying about this earlier. she was screaming and yelling. So I go, "What's the matter?" And she told me. They bitched and complained, so now they're changing it. It used to be, and it has been since before I was born, the seventh inning stretch at Yankee Stadium. They always played "God Bless America" by Kate Smith. It was in George Steinbrenner's last will and testament that he always, as long as Yankee Stadium stood, wanted them to play Kate Smith at the seventh inning stretch. As of today, there is no more Kate Smith at the seventh inning stretch. And you're not going to believe why not.
Oh dear.
Because it's not
Okay.
politically correct.
Oh, even better. Quote.
White supremacy.
No, quote. Kate Smith is not woke. That's an actual quote.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, Kate Smith isn't woke. So they don't want her music played anymore because Kate Smith isn't woke. Yeah.
What did she do to get that judgment?
She sang in a musical in 1930, and one of the musical numbers that was in it was about black folks. But here's the thing. The guy who is still alive, who sang the duet with her, who was black, came out in her defense, and no one's talking about him. The man's like 90 years old. So, yeah, Kate Smith isn't woke enough for the left. Even though her co-star came out and said, "How dare you do this?" That was a duet she did with me. That was a song in the musical. It was a musical about the South, and it was one of those things like they just decided, nope, Kate Smith isn't woke, so no more Kate Smith at the Yankee games. And my poor mother, was crying hysterical about it.
Oh, this is why you vote for communists.
Well, this is why I was telling her. I said, this is why what we have to do is we have to declare the Democrats a terrorist organization. And we have to take away their shit. Like me personally, I want to use facial recognition software and social media to triangulate and figure out who the fuck these Antifa people are and Black Lives Matter. And by any means necessary, we round them all up and we make them build the fucking wall. We build two because we're going to have a lot of these little motherfuckers. We put the lion's share of them up over at Canada, have them start working on the Canadian wall. And
Nice.
yeah, because honestly, we want skilled laborers down by the Mexican border because that's where the crisis is right now. And looking at the thing going on with Mexico, I've been saying over and over and over, just fucking shoot them. Seriously. Look, I don't know about the law. Can anyone tell me, please, if anyone could find out, if you're on the Texas or Arizona side, because they got like the Rio Grande over there or whatever, and you just start firing into the fucking throngs of people trying to climb over the fence, is that a crime? Because they're not in America. You're shooting somebody in a different country.
What, you start shooting at the illegals trying to come in?
Yeah, I figure, like, if you see that they're running full speed and they're trying to get into the country, I mean, if you just blow them away when they're in the river, because the river is no man's land.
You'd probably get in trouble for that because that's attacking another country. That could actually be considered a terrorist attack.
Well, that's why you got to wait till
not an act of war.
Well, you got to wait till they're in the river because the river is no man's land.
Yeah, you can't really shoot them when they're technically still on Mexican soil. Once they cross into the parts that are considered American soil or no man's, then it's free game.
Yeah, you can't shoot them once they set foot on our soil. If they put one foot on the soil and say I want asylum, and you blow them away, it's murder. That's why, you got to get them while they're still in the water.
Yeah,
I'm just curious because
I feel like you still get in trouble for that.
Well, that's why I'm saying this. That's if you shoot them, yes. But look, anyone out there, if you have, let's say, access to a couple of dozen cases of bouncing Bettys, yeah, I'm just saying, that river. I'm just saying. Seriously, I just don't understand. Here's another thing for people who look. If you live by the Rio Grande and you hear what I'm saying right now. Go rent yourself a backhoe and make sure that you get like perpendicular or no, excuse me, parallel. Make sure you're parallel with the river, and you want to start removing a good amount of soil. You want to, let's say, move about 8 feet deep. You want to make a trench right next to the river, and then you just start throwing glass bottles in there. And that way, when they go and they try to step on American soil, they slide into a pit full of broken glass.
Well, speaking of all the stuff going on the border and different methods to try and deter these people, Texas actually activated the state militia, or the state militia just decided to go and ask Governor Abbott. He said, "Sure, go for it," and they actually started mobilizing on the Mexican-Texan border. So they're literally on the Mex-Tex border, and they've been trying to solicit the government for equipment because since Trump sent soldiers to go and try and make a literal man or marine wall, for lack of a better term, to go and keep the immigrants from coming in illegally, the Texas militia said, yeah, if the army can do it, we can fucking do it too. And, they're asking for equipment and shit because they're tired of having the whole lot of these drug dealers and shit come over and use the regular civilians as a meat shield. Because the problem we have is, it's not just, all these, fucking caravans of Soros minions going, I want asylum, I want asylum, I want asylum. It's the cartel and that smuggling all the other stuff over going, I want to kill you all, I want to kill you all. And Texas has had enough of both of their shit, so they're trying to, draw a firm line in the sand and put as many horses and buggies and guns oh my as they can to keep them out. And pretty much, if the military doesn't back them up, they're just gonna start, recruiting people left and right to do it. Just like I believe it was the Arkansas or one of the other southern state militias actually had a militia that was going about and actually doing catch and release with a lot of people that were crossing over.
Yeah.
Because things got so bad, and the cartels actually offered a couple grand per one of these militia guys. Just their names, not even if like they brought them dead or alive. They wanted like 10 grand if anyone just knew what their name was, and like they all had like all these call signs and stuff. So it might be a thing coming.
Hey Burnside,
Because yeah,
you want to show everyone what I've said, or posted the picture of what a wood bugger is supposed to look like?
do we got the M60 in its hands, or we just got that regular
We
picture?
just got the regular one right now.
Let's see what the heck is that. Which server did you put that in?
The Risk one.
All right.
And then,
Okay, yeah.
and I just posted what all the military here is to wear.
Okay. All right, yeah, I see that picture. Yeah. I'll go post that up in a second. Just want to finish a little tirade here. Because the thing is, if it's gotten so bad to where there's not just one militia that's, just trying to do catch and release to, peacefully resolve the issue, and they're already wanted dead for like $250,000 fucking dollars in cocaine and cocaine accessories. But the entire militia of Texas is like, you know what, you people need to get the fuck out and stay the fuck out. There's a problem. It's not Russia they should be worried about, it's Mexico. Because if this winds up escalating, and let's say, El Don Capitan, or whoever the hell, the other guy in place of El Chapo is supposed to be leader of, winds up carting in a whole bunch of people, and then, something happens where, like, one of their guys start shooting at the Texan militia, and the Texan militia decides, you know what, we're just gonna fucking mow you down, and then they mow all of them down, and then in the panic of it, a whole bunch of other civilians get mowed down. Then, we could be in a war with Mexico. Not that it wouldn't be the first time we've had to do shit like that, but, that could be a more significant incident than fucking Russian troll farm bots and Pakistani, Slavs or whatever the fuck idiots are looking for. That's the thing I'm thinking. And let me show this wood booger, which we will decorate once we get further into this, because actually would like the idea, once we get further with this risk game, of actually having all sorts of different units and such, because we're having a pretty good time with this, and it's actually decently fun. And it would actually be really funny to have this guy decked out as if he was like an actual like Floridian militia type of mascot.
Everyone, baby.
Wow.
Not
Where it says holler there, it made me remember something.
there we go. Okay, is it working now?
Yeah.
There. All right, but yeah, like I kind of find it funny because it actually would be a funny idea for the since we're doing the whole Kekistan risk game, to decorate this guy up a little bit, put a helmet on, put a 60 cal in his hands, and that the wood boogers. I think it'd be kind of funny. We should do that for all the special forces that every faction has. I think that'd be something interesting.
I want Scooby to see what all the military here would be wearing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Did you see what I just wrote in the side chat there?
No, I'm not looking at the side chat.
Oh.
What are you talking about? This thing? This weird gator suit?
Oh, where did you get that gator suit?
I honestly, I typed in gator
From a
suit
gator.
on Google.
That's actually great. Oh my god, that's funny as hell.
It would be that, but with Kevlar weaved in.
I like that idea. That's funny as hell. No. What you should do with the Kevlar is you should make gator Kevlar. Kevlar that's fashioned into an actual gator suit like the one here. So they think it's just like fancy, goofy gator skin suit or whatever, and then they just start shooting. Like, wait, why aren't they dying? It's gator Kevlar. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to decorate our soldiers for this fun little thing that Lawrence and the kids made. Because you know what, I'm having fun with this risk game. It's fucking. Look at this detail.
Well, I saw where they were saying, okay,
Look
this
at
is
it.
what some of the military wears, and I'm like, it's Florida. I'm gonna fuck with everyone, since everyone likes to fuck with me.
Hey, why the hell not?
Oh, we don't like to fuck with you. How do we fuck with you?
Oh, the many
Florida
ways we do.
this,
Well,
Florida
like out
that.
the ways.
Okay, I'm done showing that off. Done presenting. Okay, I stopped. Oh, it's fucking.
Let's see.
Yeah, Mueller thing's going pretty funny, especially with how they're just trying to scramble to get anything. Because I think what they're going to wind up doing is something similar to what they did when they had the elections here in Chicago. Because they had like 20 people running against Romney. And what I can see going on is that they're going to wind up pretty much trying to stuff the ballot with as many idiots as they can get. Because here's how I'm seeing this. Okay, Hillary's done for. Bernie's definitely done for. He's basically Hillary's personal bitch on a leash. That's the way I'm looking at it. Trump, he might be a modest man and say, you know what, I don't want a re-election, but I think a good portion of the people are going to push for it. And given the alternative of either, Ocasio-Cortez and friends being the whole fucking opposition force, it might be better that he runs for a second term, because then it'd basically be a long series of things similar to what I think we had with like the Bush-Gore election, where it was like, okay, we have to recount these ballots, we have to allocate these ballots because this is supposed to go to this person instead of that person, blah, blah, blah. Because, like, remember all the fucking Dominion and such scandals we had with the voting machines and shit we had last time around because Soros decided he doesn't do his magic tricks and shit? Think of that times one for each and every other person that's running on the DNC ballot and the RNC anti-Trump alliance.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna literally try and spin themselves like they've never spun themselves before, because Trump wasn't supposed to win. We were supposed to be at war with Russia, and all this other psychotic shit was supposed to be going in America, so that we would be on par with the chaos that's going on in Europe. But Trump won, he stopped that, and he delayed that. he delayed that long enough to where now even Ireland is actually having its own fucking, MAGA campaign. Because the Irish are tired of, the same thing happening with the rest of Europe. They're like, hey, we really don't like those North Irish guys, and we don't like the fact that they're taking in all these immigrants. People are like slaughtering us like crazy. Irish looking pretty good about now.
Mm-hmm.
And then pretty much everywhere else you look in Europe, there's like guys, not necessarily in the same vein as the IRA, but there's all these independence movements popping up and stuff. Like the identitarian movement that's going on through Europe. There's, I heard a little bit about them. It turns out, yeah, they're still doing pretty good. It's just they're buried because BBC and Merkel and friends don't want you to know that they're actually doing all right and that they're, getting shit done and stuff. What the only thing they want you to focus in on is, how great and progressive and centralized Germany is and all this bullshit. And then, whenever you mention about something going awry, they go and spin the camera towards Greece and they go, look at these fucking, fucking neo-Nazi psychopaths over here with this fucking Golden Dawn group, da 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 da, that shit. It's fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's Greece. What do you expect?
I don't know. A bunch of people running around like crazy trying to sodomize each other.
Lawrence is Greek, right?
Yes.
All right. Actually, I have a joke for Lawrence, and I only say this, again, it's just I'm busting his shoes, and I say it as a friend. So if he should not take offense to it, because I'm saying it joking with him. I said this to Ajax, and Ajax is also Greek. And when I told him this, he's like, "Go fuck yourself, Scoob." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So it goes like this: how can you guys? Okay, you guys ready for this? How can you tell when a Greek guy is a gentleman?
Yeah.
He takes a young lady out no less than 3 times before he propositions her younger brother. Figured you like that.
That was one of my favorite Ajax jokes. That was shit.
Yeah, he didn't appreciate it.
He got pretty salty about that, but it was fun.
Hey, what's the difference between a school and a terrorist headquarters?
I give up.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
the guy who flies the drone.
Oh, Christ.
That's actually an Obama era joke.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, he did send a whole metric fuck ton of Predator drones all over the place to go and just bomb the living shit out of it. Allegedly, he bombed, 2 or 3 different places in the U.S.?
American civilians were also the targets of those drones.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they are relatively precision.
Extrajudicial executions is what they were called.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Extrajudicial executions. Executions were exactly what they were used for. Oh, well, I don't think these people are embracing, Premier Obama's communism. Boom! Drone strike. What about the innocent people? Think nothing of them. They are merely a statistic comment.
Tara, did you see I sent you your flag in the discussion in the server?
Fuck off, dude.
Oh, so you seen it?
That's funny. Oh yeah, we're
That is
having
funny.
this shit.
Yeah. I got a kick out of that. Well, you said you embraced the whole Gator thing for the game. That's why I sent it to you.
I love the shit out of it. It's fucking
Yeah,
funny.
seriously. I mean, think about it. It's like it's a Kekistani game, and you got a Pepe Gator. I mean, seriously. I just knew exactly. The only thing that has to be done differently to that flag, Burnside, is it should have like the American flag background to it. What do you think?
Yes. Definitely.
And and that's the Gator Republic. Ooh, or you can make you can make it like the New York State flag and have Pepe flanked by fan boats on each side.
Oh, it definitely flanked by fan boats. Fan
There you go.
boats with rocket launchers.
Yeah. 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 With 8-track players.
Yep, because the kids will never get that reference.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest. I went down to Florida. I went down to the Everglades, and we rode in a fan boat. It was cool. It really was. You know, I got nothing against those good old boys. Seriously, I got nothing against them. I mean, they do their thing. I do mine. You know, and it was cool chilling with them. I had fun. You know,
Oh, it's
I'm
always
just
shit.
yeah. And I think it would make a good flag. But Darren, if you don't like it, it's cool. You don't have to like it. It's just a suggestion.
I like the idea. It's funny as shit. Get Pepe
Mhm.
flanked by fan boats.
Yeah,
Oh no, I
That's
just
awesome.
the Florida Navy boats.
the Florida Navy boats. What is that like? Isn't that like a Garvey clam boat with an heavy root on the back?
It says it's a hovercraft.
Oh, she's got the hovercraft infantry transport. I see what she's looking at. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Does her
Okay.
cavalry ride gators?
You know, I think you actually do have a cavalry. Let me go ahead and double check the. No, I don't think it's in military. It's in military stats. Yes.
Or
Let's
do
see.
they have
Floridian.
guard gators instead of guard dogs?
She's got cavalry. She's got fighters, bombers, whatever a CAS is, destroyers and U-boats, and 50 max
CAS?
chart. CAS, yeah. I'm not sure what that is.
Invite to my baby brother to this Discord.
All right, will do. But
He's only in
He
like
has the CAS.
copied. The heck are you? And hold on, find you here. There you go. Join. The other thing that's sad here is you have the least diverse military, but you by far, I believe, have the most artillery.
who, me?
Nah, Scooby.
What about me?
You've got, I think by far you've got the most artillery, but you've got the least diverse army. You've got militia, artillery, and elite Scoobies.
Nice.
Or what were we calling them? The Scooberts?
I thought it was the Scoobalicious Knights.
That's what it was, the Scoobalicious Knights.
No, I have my I just found my recruitment.
Scooby Scrum diddly umptious.
There we go. That's my recruitment poster.
Nice.
Oh, God, that's awesome. The Gator Army. Oh, my God.
Awesomeness.
Oh, man. All right, now I gotta start looking stuff up. This is fucking funny.
And when I get the gators to mutate so that they're humanoid.
That might be a thing. I don't know. We'd have to check with Lawrence.
Oh, great. She's trying to make her
This
own
is what they
gator.
look like once I put them in military clothes.
Nice.
All right, let's see this.
This is actually kind of what the wood booger is supposed to look like.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, let me see here. I need to find a decent model tank here.
Yeah, one of my exes claims he actually saw the wood booger and it kind of looked like that.
And I'm sure that it was being raped by 3 cocaine addicts. Right, he actually seen the wood booger.
Oh, Scooby. I found a reptile woman that's your type.
Oh,
Yeah. My type, huh?
Your type.
Cool. It's an adorable gator chick. I like the one that reminds me of you though, with the hair, and especially it's fucked up because when you laughed, it timed it at the exact same time as the GIF, so it actually looked like the GIF was laughing. So yeah, it worked out great.
Fuck off. Oh, I found a Burnside version of the wood booger. Hi, Puddin'. Me.
Tank. See, toy tanks need real tank.
That's too funny. Seriously, that just made my night.
Only give it red hair and a red goatee, and we're good.
He also needs a sandwich in his hands.
Must have sandwich.
Yeah. I'm
Alright,
still
here we
getting a
go.
kick out of this thing, though. I can't help it. It's too funny to me. No, I'm going to hell. Yeah, these kids are too wild for me.
Damn it.
Okay, I have to actually get on here and like screen share this shit because I'm finding some stuff that's fucking hilarious.
All right. So I guess that means the conversation is done because you guys are all playing with this stuff. Well,
Oh, hell, I'm having tons of fun with this shit, man. This is fucking hysterical, awesome shit. Fucking funny.
oy vey.
All right, we're gonna do a screen share now.
Mm-hmm.
Of what?
And Burnside is gonna present me.
Alright. Go to.
All right, so I started out with this one,
You are presented.
and I went to this one. We're gonna double click on this one. Or view more. And this is pretty much, this right here is pretty much, the Bo Diddley Plaza.
Nice.
And this is what is said the wood booger is supposed to look like. Only with some hair in there.
Interesting. Giant hairy gator.
So then we view more. This is Scooby's new girlfriend.
I'm a happily married man, and you know it.
This is the gator version of Burnside.
That's funny.
Here's some of our military.
That's funny as shit.
All right, so I was going through here. Some of this shit's funny. Like, here's a lot of the men around here. Let's see here. Here's some of the sluts around here. some of the hookers.
Hey.
Again,
Weird
burger.
autumn.
This is
Here's
funny.
here's the trailer trash. More trailer trash. Did you see the original trailer trash? There you go.
Oh, you're fucking killing me here. You're
That's
so
the point.
fucking killing. Oh.
The dominatrixes.
You know we're supposed to keep this too military, but you know what? That's fucking funny.
That's more or less what I would be wearing as the water baroness. Minus the dreads. I don't do dreads.
That is hot. I must dibble to it.
You need to dibble to this? Are you kidding me?
It's diddle with a D, guys.
Oh,
I'll tell
God.
about the other picture you had before.
You guys keep talking dibble. I keep thinking of ice cream.
Yeah, dibble ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we have Geeky Sparkle.
You keep saying, "Oh, I
we can
got
talk
to
about
dibble."
that.
You keep
There we
saying
go.
you got to dibble
Look
to
at
this.
those- look at those childbearing hips.
You're gonna go like make a
Here's the
sucker.
drag queens.
I'm all about the hips, man.
The drag queens.
Don't care. I'll still hit
Wow.
it.
I'm turning this into Burnside.
I want to check out what I shared on the Discord.
Would you share?
Say what?
Oh, cool.
Oh, here's the sunbathing bitches.
That's actually from an anime.
She's like, you like what you see? No. I don't know why. Thinking that's the voice coming out of her mouth.
Good.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a derpy alligator. And alligators don't have breasts, not that I know of.
A samurai gator.
Samurai.
Yep. I want one. This is a general of the militia.
Yeah, have we have any cartoons that actually had a samurai alligator? I'm pretty sure they have one in Ninja Turtles, but I mean, an actual ninja alligator. Now, ninja mummies,
That's a cute little
that
girl.
would be great.
Ninja mummies.
Yes.
I think we saw that in The Mummy Returns. They at least move like
and by the
ninja.
way, we have these off the coasts. We have a shark army.
Is that your mean a navy?
Huh?
You mean a navy? A
No.
shark navy.
No, because they have
She's
what?
got you. She's got U-boats. She doesn't need one.
No. This is the water cavalry. Fuck street sharks.
Jocelyn.
Oh, here comes this damn dog.
Oh, here we go. It's a Burnside. Baby, you are now a gator.
Damn gator, huh?
Yep.
Hell no.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
I dub it so.
When you make his gators here, you're gonna make him pose like that.
Yep. Go back to the gator.
Start saving these two.
Here's a croc soldier. Here we go, baby. I want it.
You do. Don't know how expensive that would be. You know how miniatures are, man. They go anywhere from like $10
No,
to
this is in the
$10,000.
fucking Gator Army.
Oh, all right.
This one too.
All right, shit. Just start saving pictures and send it to Lawrence for approval. I believe he's the one that's running the whole game.
Because, we're going to mutate these fuckers.
Nice. Sounds like a plan to me.
And for the humans, here's their BDUs.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Shouldn't you at least add some camouflage?
That is camouflage.
The Florida Man ghillie suit.
The gator suit. They don't even need a ghillie. It's a gator suit. Oh Lord. Too fucking.
And this is how you make the Gator Army. By humping a gator.
Actually looks like that. Oh Christ.
And this is how you court. And this is what they do when enemies attack in the water.
Well,
They leap
I
at
thought I
them.
found a spider.
Oh my God, that's funny. Oh shit, that's hysterical.
And see, we keep them well fed.
I'm sure you do. Oh jeez.
An episode of Peppa Pig was banned in Australia.
Sure it was, because
Guess
pigs are
why?
offensive.
Oh, even
It
better.
told kids spiders can't hurt you.
Say what?
An episode of Peppa Pig was banned in Australia because it told kids that spiders cannot hurt you.
I don't blame them because that's a crock of shit.
Well, I think the episode was telling kids to not be overly afraid of spiders because most of them can't hurt you. However, most ones that can probably live in Australia.
Oh good.
11-foot gator.
Sounds like a baby. 11 feet.
No, that's a big gator.
I thought I got to be 20.
Yeah, we get some big fucking gators. Yeah, the cop jumping at the gator. Oh, and oh yes, we also have a snapping turtle.
The alligator snapping turtle army.
There you go, the box turtle tank. Are you actually looking at it, Puddin?
Got to be shitting. I'm staring at that thing in disbelief. Like, you've got to be shitting.
Here's another one.
At least this one's got treads.
Hey, Mecha Blastoise.
Looks like it. It's fucking.
And it looks like it's the what's that new Mega Evolution version?
Here we go. This is how we shall breed them. I mean, come on, look at this. This is cute as fuck. It's a turtle tank.
Oh, nice.
I think that's an AA gun.
Well, that one's packing.
Turtle Army vehicle.
Neat.
Oh, shit. Got just about a good portion of my stuff set together.
Here's the medic.
Nice.
Here's another turtle tank. Oh, I like this one even better. Desert War Turtle. Robot turtles. All right, Puddin', you have to look at this one.
So, one thing I was looking for. What the hell? Mecha Turtles?
Yes.
Mecha Turtles.
Yes. You missed the Desert War Turtle. I pulled it back up for you.
Alright, 1 second. The recoil would kill that.
Well, the recoil on this would kill this baby too.
Probably.
And this is the Turtle Army vehicle.
What? Like, oh my god. That's out there. Oh.
All right. And here's the actual Turtle Army.
Nothing but literal turtles. Well, the good thing is Lawrence has put the game on pause until tomorrow. So we've got plenty of time to assemble our stuff together. I saved all of my basic stuff. Like the Scoop, if you want, you can go through and get pictures for your stuff if you really want to go through it. I've only
All
got
right,
a couple
baby.
basic things.
But the turtles are alligator snapping turtles of this size.
What the hell is that? That's
It's
a
an alligator. It's a Louisiana swamp monster. It's this alligator snapping turtle.
Jesus
They
Christ.
get fucking huge.
Damn. Okay then.
Yes, this guy actually let it bite. I watched the video on this, and it still bit through the protection.
What a mess.
Dumbass.
He had his arm wrapped in gauze, bamboo splints, and then that bandage tape that only sticks to itself wrapped all the way around his arm, and it still bit through.
How much through?
These pieces here, it bit him straight through. And that right there is a baby.
Wait, where?
This.
Oh,
one
that
here
is a
baby.
baby. I thought you were saying that there was a baby on it.
Baby brother, remember when we went to that? This is how big they can get.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Remember how we went to that reptile shop and they had that giant turtle
Yeah.
in the tank? Yeah, this is one of those.
I know. I recognize an alligator snapper when I see it.
They've been known to take the toes off of alligators. That's how they got the name is alligator snapping turtle.
This little he went home.
Good lord. That's a massive bastard. Hell. Oh. Well, is there anything else we want to talk about? Or are we just going to go through wild animal pictures to go and put in the mutant army for the time being?
Yeah, why not? They just pass the time just going through stuff.
I checked the clock and it looks like we're about almost 40 minutes over, actually.
Yeah, we
Although
are.
technically only by about 20 since I did start late, so that's not too bad. Oh well. Well, hell, if anything, we'll just wait till tomorrow. We'll just continue the game.
Fucking thing threw me right out.
Is that where you muted this whole time?
Yeah, I got thrown out. My computer crashed.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it happens.
A gator trying to eat a snapping turtle. They succeed sometimes.
Damn.
And here's the mutants of New York.
What are they, Ninja Turtles?
I don't know what the fuck it is, but it crawled out of the fucking sewer.
Let me see.
That looks like a refused costume from a Power Rangers episode.
That's the
Crazy
Ninja Turtle.
bastard.
Man, Leatherhead really let himself go.
You see it yet, Scoob?
Yeah, I seen it. I looked at him. I said, yeah, he's got something wrong with him, I guess.
185-year-old gator killed in the Mississippi. Well, that's what they claim. That's not a 185-year-old gator.
No, reptiles could live longer than humans. Turtles
Oh,
could
I
live
know
up
that.
to 300 something years. I wish I had that type of lifespan. Man,
But I'm going to tell you right now, if it was 185 years old, it'd be much bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a midget.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
No, actually, we have a gator farm in St. Augustine. I think it's called Al's Alligators. we have one of the oldest living alligators in captivity.
Yeah, and once it's released, it's going to kill everything it sees. These humans.
All right, I'm done sharing. But yes, I have a gator army and an alligator snapping turtle army. AP sides fucked. They wouldn't make it across my lands. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Camouflage suit Scooby? Gotta be shitting.
It's a war, isn't it? There you go.
I'm looking New York uniforms. That's funny as shit. Camouflage suit.
You like that? Yeah, you should check out our battle anthem.
I love it. Terra, Greater Florida anthem. Terra, our savior.
Oh, here we go.
Shifty,
Nice.
what the hell? I've never heard of this.
Yeah, you're too young. This is what's called hardcore rap.
I'm gonna have to make an anthem. I'm not bad at writing lyrics. Okay, you can unpresent me now.
All right. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just listening to this shit. This just sounds like some fucking outlandish shit.
It's a couple of guys. They're skinheads from Queens.
So much see. Oh my god, they're all wearing camouflage too. Oh my god, this is hysterical. Now I see why you went with the camo suits.
That's how everyone dressed around me back in the day.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna log off. See you guys later.
Alright, we'll see you, Rob, man.
All right.
All right, good night, Cal.
My god.
You still have me presented.
I do?
Yeah.
How?
I don't fucking know.
What the hell? Hold on. Let me see if... God damn it. I hit the wrong goddamn button. There we go.
Thank you.
I clicked the stop showing participants. Dumbass me. Clicked the wrong goddamn button. There you go. Now that should take care of it. So that's where all the fucking battle line Scoob. Oh, House showed up. Nice. House, you missed all the fucking insanity. We're going through the entire population of Florida for the game. Oh, Christ. Oh my god, that's your battle wagon?
Yeah, you like it?
In actuality, that's almost a good... That's like a great technical. You need to put like a 60 cal on that fucking thing.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be guys armed with them.
God, that's shit. It's a New York technical. Oh my god. Fucking awesome. That is some shit. Oh.
So you got to understand, you're listening to the battle anthem, you see the way they dress, you see what they're driving around in.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah.
They drive around in fucking Rolls Royces and shit.
All painted camouflage. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
It's funny as fuck. Oh, shit.
Figured you like that.
Burnside hasn't watched Into the Badlands yet.
I've watched a bit of it.
Watch all of it. I command ye.
When I get around to it. I've got, let me see here. I've only got a few as far as military things for this game to show off. I've got, here's what the artillery is going to look like. There we go. Nice and close.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I decided to go with mobile artillery because I figured that'd make shit a lot better. Got mobile artillery. Damn it. Really? Gotta be. Alright, fine. Then we've got. Here's the tanks. I decided, you know what? Abrams is fucking always good to have, so I decided to fucking go with the Abrams. So I didn't like the Bundeswehr tanks. They didn't look intimidating. So I figured, alright, this Abrams ought to do the job. So that's tanks we use. Come on, fucking cooperate with me. And here's the technicals. I was looking at gun trucks, and I liked how they got 2 mounted guns on this Filipino technical or transport truck, whichever one it is. I love the shit out of it, and camouflage is an interesting pattern. I probably wouldn't keep it. I'd go and replace it for something else, but you know what? Until we get serious with it, this shit'll do. It's neat. I like it.
Cool. See if I can find a smaller. Okay, that's a small one.
I just do that. And here's our militia forces. The cool thing about this one is I was just Googling through different militia photos, and I thought, this one looks interesting. Turns out this is a guy who actually is an anarchist who teamed up with the Kurdish forces to fight against ISIS. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. I'm definitely going to have to put that in there. Because, you know, it's an interesting little bit of story. I thought that was pretty neat, because normally it's just, you know, soldiers of fortunes and that. They usually don't get a lot of volunteers in the Kurdish forces.
Right.
Plus, I mean, shit, I fucking use the prop variation of this damn thing all the time. So I was like, you know, why the fuck not? Why the hell? And it's got my basic look anyways, except he's got glasses instead of contacts. But, you know, they give you glasses. So it's still like, it's cool. That will work. And then last but not least, there's the Burnside bombs. Special Forces.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah. I had a whole bunch of fun with that one. That was a fun Photoshop job. Probably not one of my best ones, but you know what? I had fun with it, and this is something I had on me, so I didn't slap anything together or go look for any like special commando pictures. So I was like, this will. And that's all I got. Nothing else too fancy.
Oh, it's still pretty cool.
Thanks.
No problem. Let's see, what the hell is this thing now? Stupid thing was not working for me. Oh, nice. Let's see. You guys are really quiet. You know, you got people watching. They're gonna
I'm
like
actually
these
just
people.
tired.
Yeah.
I was looking through some additional
I
stuff.
dealt with people today, and I saw my ex-fiance, and he like fucking ignored me in public, so I'm tired.
Yeah,
That
got
sucks.
you. Yeah. You got a lot of shit on your plate. Understood.
Well, I took Robbie to the Extravaganza, which was a free church event, which is where my ex-fiance was with his kids. And I saw him, and I texted him at first. He didn't respond. I waved at him. When he finally responded, he claimed he didn't see me.
Well, I don't know. I got nothing else to say except this guy sounds like a real douche canoe.
He can be.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just sifting through ideas because my next thing that I'm gonna do in the game is we could apparently do different little research things in that. One guy already researched atomic weapons, so I'm a little bit behind. It's the one thing I was gonna go and research because Tara's military is actually pretty well advanced because she actually has an air force. I need a goddamn air force. So starting to go and research
Oh,
aircraft.
that reminds me. I need to find stock footage of that movie Mosquitoes.
Oh, good lord.
Scooby knows what movie I'm talking about. These mosquitoes were mutated when a meteor fell into a lake in this movie, and the mosquitoes pretty much got to the size of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh, I know that. That wasn't too bad. A whole horde of giant, oversized mosquitoes. That was actually interesting. That was too bad of a
Do you
film.
miss me?
You're right here. How can
If I was right there, you wouldn't be paying attention to the screen.
Although it isn't too unfeasible to go and have an army of mosquitoes. I think one of the guys actually had an army of bees. Let me go and double check. But I think one of the guys who was playing this game actually had a regiment of bees. Let me see military stats.
When did Valis leave? I didn't even hear him say goodnight.
Right after my brother.
Guess they got bored.
Yeah, Hero Hold has 9 billion tamed bees for his military. He has 9 million tamed bees, 80 war elephants, 3,000 imported suicide bombers, and 1,000 armored dolphins.
Now those.
I'm gonna take over them fucking dolphins.
Fucking funny as shit.
My shark underwater cavalry will make sure of that. Matter of fact, my cavalry is going to be made of fucking bull sharks because them bitches can live in fresh water.
Oh, smart thinking. Funny as shit. Yeah, it's not too much of a stretch. You just collect both you guys. Just start saving pictures into a file folder, and then when you get more serious with this game, just start sending pictures to Lawrence and go, all right, this is what we use for this, that, and the other. We'll formulate a tech tree. That way nothing gets, too fucking crazy, like mutant gators and, all sorts of crazy shit. Like fucking giant Gundams that just pop up out of nowhere or something. Because we do want to make sure the game's relatively fair. Because one advantage that all of the rebel anti-Gast factions have is because there's so many factions, Geist's forces are spread thin. Which is why my first two moves I was able to annex the parts of Canada that are right by Michigan. Because he doesn't actually have whatchamacallit. He doesn't have too many forces there. Whereas, he's going around trying to make defensive barricades around everyone else's factions, like by mine and Scooby's. Oh, that's interesting. Battle rifle. What's that one?
That's a scar.
Nice. I thought that. Yeah, it looks like a
compact. I don't fuck around. It's a bullpup. How the hell else are you gonna fit it in the limo?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, they're all gonna be using those and while they're running around in battle wagons. Nice. Fucking.
And because of the terrain in Florida, guerrilla warfare is the best thing to use.
Oh, yeah. Shit, that's half the reason why I gave my militia guys AKs. Just because I figured that's most of the combat they're going to be doing against Geiss's forces. You know, that's the other reason why I wouldn't grab that guy. Because I was like, you know what?
Florida has quicksand.
Damn. That thing I got is brutal winters.
And we have deadly summers.
Nice. I don't know. Is there anything else? I'm thinking of terminating this in the next couple
I'm
minutes
good.
here. Since,
Oh, one last thing. You're going to like this.
yeah.
Last
No,
thing I'm uploading. And this will be it. There you go. Now check this out.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool as shit. I am showing that off. That is awesome. This is the Republic of New York's battle flag. This is cool as fuck.
Yeah, I actually own that flag.
Shit, I love the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that's the reason I decided. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm using it as a flag. Like, picture this. That's going to be, they're going to have 2 of these flags strapped on the roof of the limo on each side. So, you know, just picture it coming down the highway, flying at you, that big-ass limo up on, like, the lift with the big tires, with 2 of these flags flying off the roof on the back of it.
Nice.
Yeah, looking like a diplomatic convoy, except the flags are enormous. Those are full-size 3x5s.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Ugh.
Oh shit. Yeah, I haven't made a. I technically have the militia flag, that I don't have the national flag yet. That was the. I'm going to repurpose that Pakistan one I made. And I'm just going to finish it up and then bam. That'll be
Who is it that's running Florida at this time?
I that would be Tojo. General Tojo is
If Tojo is listening, you need to take over Georgia. They have a hydro dam.
all right. He's online, but I will put that in
Would
discussion.
you message him for me at least and tell him what I said?
Yeah, sure. Damn it. As far as suggested taking Georgia, did you say?
Take over Georgia. They have hydro dams.
Does they have hydro sense?
Thank you. That means power without nuclear power.
Right. They can or power without having to and sent.
Thank you, Puddin.
You're welcome. Oh. Alright, well, I think that's about it for the night, guys.
Cool.
Alright,
Alright.
yeah, do we want to start chilling, or we just want to call it a night and say
I'm
that?
good. I am so tired right now.
Alright, Scoob, you want to do chilling?
I'm actually too exhausted to think too clear.
Same here. Alright, we're just gonna cut it, and red button.